Let safety be the priority to safeguard the employee. Safety first, to ensure employees' health and proper care at the work site. Let's talk about safety first, to provide maximum satisfaction to the consumers with safety in mind, to ensure safety and security from any physical danger that may arise in the course of work. What type of maintenance requires to access certain heights? Many industries require workers to reach a certain height to perform regular maintenance work, such as organizing shelves and installing vents. Such work may not take long to get done, but it requires the worker to reach a particular height. To perform tasks like organizing shelves, workers must constantly move across the same height level, and maintaining that height is impossible without proper equipment. Industries like logistics, e-commerce, and FMCG require regular shelving maintenance above ground level. Equipment that requires enough space for installation, such as heavy-duty scaffoldings, cannot be used between the spaces that don't allow hefty equipment. Ladders only provide a medium to reach a certain height, but not a platform to work at. The execution of such tasks requires the use of specialized equipment that can make working convenient and time-saving. Key advantages of mobile access towers. Its compact design makes it easy to work in narrow spaces and passages. It provides mobility so that it can be used conveniently without having to deal with the trouble of installing it every time. Unlike ladders, it has guardrails before the operator ascends the platform, making it safer. Compared to heavy-duty scaffolding, it can easily fit through small spaces to get the job done. Fitout Master is highly suitable for daily maintenance work in every place. In the collaboration of Youngman with Safety First, we introduce our training modules for Fitout Master. Key takeaways of Fitout Master. Fitout Master is a lightweight and mobile access tower. It provides a solution for interior maintenance, decoration, and other height-related tasks. The folding-based frame makes the tower easy to erect, transport, and store. Fitout Master is ideal for working in narrow spaces and is flexible for other indoor work. Provides safety as guardrails are in place before the operator ascends the platform. There are fewer components that make the building process simpler and quicker. Its compact design means it can fit through doors and down corridors without needing to be removed. Why do we need to be compliant with following the standards? Each industry has its regulations and standards to follow. Scaffolding safety standard is necessary because they can help prevent workplace incidents from recurring. With baseline scaffold requirements to keep workers safe, such as better inspections, training, and controls, frontline teams can ensure scaffolding safety and be proactive about building a safety culture from the ground up. Users could prevent an accident and at the very least, avoid liability for failing to meet prescribed standards. In addition, workers should be trained to recognize and minimize the associated risks and hazards of the type of scaffolding they use. One of such standard is EN1004. Let's know about EN1004, BS-EN1004 and PASMA, PASMA. EN1004 or BS-EN1004 is a European product standards for mobile access towers, scaffold towers, and PASMA, PASMA is the International Not-for-Profit Association industry for the mobile access tower industry. Towers must meet minimum safety requirements to conform to this standard. Let us introduce you to the product Fitout Master. Fitout Master is a Youngman Fitout is a compact, lightweight, and portable aluminum scaffolding tower solution. Designed for use by one or two people, a single worker can easily set up, use, move, and take down the Fitout system without assistance. Working height ranges from 2.6 meters to 3.7 meters and platform height from 0.6 meters to 1.7 meters. This is used in residential buildings, official buildings, school buildings, and malls for maintenance work, electrical work, ceiling work, piping work, AC ducting work, plastering work, fire system work, hydrant, sprinkler, smoke detector, hooter, MCP. Movable working platform easily passed through standard door size of 2.1 meters by 1.2 meters and 2.1 meters by 0.90 meters. Fitout is certified by EN 1004 standard. Safety first. Preparation and inspection. Inspect the equipment before use to ensure that it is not damaged and functions properly. Damaged or incorrect components should not be used. Safe use. Check that all components are on-site, undamaged and working correctly. Refer to checklist and quantity schedules. Damaged or incorrect components should not be used. Check if the ground on which the mobile access tower is erected and moved can support the tower. Towers must be climbed from the inside during assembly and use. It is recommended that towers should be tied to a solid structure when left unattended. Tower components should be lifted using a reliable lifting material, for example strong rope, employing a reliable knot, example clove hitch, to ensure safe fastening and always lift within the tower's footprint. Assembled mobile towers should not be lifted with a crane or other lifting device. Safety first. Maximum safe working loads. The maximum safe platform load on platform, the combined weight of the users, tools and materials is 220 kilograms. The maximum safe tower load, the combined weight of the users, tools and materials for the complete tower is the maximum tower load 500 kilograms less the self-weight of the tower. Loads within the maximum safe tower load but in excess of the maximum safe platform load of 220 kilograms must be distributed over two platforms. All loads must be evenly distributed over the platforms. Notes: A. Figures in brackets A are weight excluding the toe boards. B. Load in brackets C are limited by a number of platforms. Important: the maximum safe tower load is the total combined load of the user, tools and materials. The maximum safe platform load that can be placed on any one platform in a tower is 220 kilograms, which must be evenly distributed over the platform. Where there is only one platform in a tower, the maximum safe tower load is limited to 220 kilograms. Movement: the tower should only be moved by manual effort and only from the base. When moving the tower, beware of live electrical apparatus, particularly overhead plus wires or moving parts of machinery. No person or materials should be on the tower during movement. Caution should be exercised when wheeling a tower over rough, uneven or sloping ground, taking care to unlock and lock casters. The overall height of the tower when being moved should not exceed 3.5 times the minimum base dimensions or 4 meters overall height. Before use, check the tower is still correct and complete. After every movement of the tower, use a spirit level to check that it is vertical and level and set the adjustable legs as required. Do not move the tower at wind speeds over 7.7 meters per second or 27 kilometers per hour. During use, beware of high winds in exposed gusty or medium breeze conditions. We recommend that in wind speeds over 7.7 meters per second or 27 kilometers per hour, cease working on the tower and do not attempt to move it. If the wind becomes a strong breeze, expected to reach 11.3 meters per second or 40 kilometers per hour, tie the tower to a rigid structure. If the wind is likely to reach gale force over 18 meters per second or 64 kilometers per hour, the tower should be dismantled. Beware of open-ended buildings which can cause a funneling effect. Do not abuse equipment. Damaged or incorrect components shall not be used. Raising and lowering components, tools and/or materials by rope should be conducted within the lower base. Ensure that the safe working load of the supporting decks and the tower structure is not exceeded. The assembled tower is a working platform and should not be used as a means of access or egress to other structures. Beware of horizontal forces, example power tools, which could generate instability. Maximum horizontal force is 20 kgs. Mobile towers are not designed to be suspended. Please refer to your supplier for advice. Do not use boxes, step ladders or other objects on the platform to gain extra height. Maintenance, storage, transport. All components and their parts should be regularly inspected to identify the damage, particularly to joints. Lost or broken parts should be replaced, and any tubing with indentation greater than 5 mm should not be used or put to one side for manufacture repair. Adjustable leg threads should be cleaned and lightly lubricated to keep them free running. Brace claws, frame interlock clips, trapdoor latches and platform. Wind locks should be regularly checked to ensure they lock correctly. Components should be stored with due care to prevent damage. Ensure components are not damaged by excessive strapping forces when transported. Assembly procedure. Setting up the base unit. Move the base frames into the required position. Fit one horizontal brace onto the vertical of a span frame just above the bottom rung with the claw facing outwards. The frame will now be self-supporting. Note, all the claws must be opened before fitting. Lock the brakes on all 4 casters' wheels. Ensure the casters are facing outwards from the base unit. Check that the ground is flat and all 4 caster wheels are in contact with the ground. Use a spirit level to check the base level. If the ground is uneven or sloping, you will need to fit adjustable legs. Maximum platform height 1.7 meters. Maximum working height 3.7 meters. Step 1. Setting up the base unit. If the ground is uneven or sloping, you will need to fit adjustable legs. Step 2. Fit a horizontal brace between the bottom rungs on the front face of the base unit. Important. Always ensure braces are fully locked in position. Step 3. Fit the 4 spring interlock clips supplied with the guardrail pack. Expand the clips over the top of the base unit uprights and then slide down to engage the pin on the clip into the hole in the upright. Fit a 2-rung guardrail frame at each end of the base unit. Ensure the 4 frame interlock clips are engaged. Step 4. Fit a diagonal brace between the 5th rung of the base unit and the lower rung of a guardrail frame. Important. Always ensure braces are fully locked in position. Fit a trapdoor platform on the 6th rungs of the base unit. Engage the wind locks underneath the rungs at both ends of the platform. Step 5. Inside and from a protected position within the trapdoor, fit 4 horizontal braces as guardrails on the upper and the lower rungs of the guardrail frames on both sides of the platform. Important. Always ensure braces are fully locked in position. When horizontal braces are fitted as guardrails, they should always be 0.5 meters and 1 meter above the platform surface. Never stand on a platform until the guardrail braces are in place. If your risk assessment shows it's necessary, fit toe boards to the platform checking that there are no gaps and that the trapdoor opens and closes correctly. The tower structure is now complete at 1.7 meter platform height. Fitting toe boards. Start with the end board which has plastic clips. There are 2 slots depending on which side you position the diagonal brace. Clip into correct slots as shown, ensuring that no large objects can fall through and that the trapdoor can open with ease. Dismantling procedure. Dismantling the tower is the reverse procedure to assembly. Always reposition platforms and guardrails as shown. When removing or repositioning guardrail braces, always proceed as follows. Unlatch the 4 guardrail brace hooks furthest from the trapdoor but leave the braces in position. From the protected trapdoor position, unlatch the 4 remaining brace hooks and remove the 4 guardrail braces and then descend. Never stand on a platform without guardrail braces. Safety checklist. Ensure all brace claws operate and lock correctly prior to erection. Inspect components prior to erection. Inspect tower prior to use. Tower upright and level. Diagonal braces fitted. Casters locked and legs correctly adjusted. Platforms located and wind locks on. Toe boards located. Check guardrails are fitted correctly.